All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Great Teacher Onizuka, Episode 3. All right.
Boy.
So he's been given a chance at a new school.
Yep.
Yep. They need that perfect German suplex.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
It's the kind of thing of where we're like, wait, are you sure? Like, are you sure that's exactly what you want? They're like, oh, yes.
What exactly is going to happen? Yeah. Because we've seen examples, but...
Yes, from the great Eikichi Onizuka.
22 years old.
22 years old. I love how, when he got interviewed by the older guy, oh, yeah, you seem to have a very specific set of skills you put on this resume here. Why is that? But yeah, he's being given a real shot, and this is something that I feel like we're gonna get to kind of understand the dynamic of our core cast of 4 to 5 characters.
Yep.
But I'm also really looking forward to meeting his class.
Oh yeah. Well, and this
Yeah.
is like a little detail thing, but the fact that he's 22, right?
Right.
That's I'm 23 right now.
Right.
So it's this great little thing where I get to see yes, the person that is teaching this high school, and I remember looking up to, the teachers so much and being like, whoa,
yes.
they're so old and all that stuff, but it's like, no. This guy's just
Just like me.
Yeah. That's just trying to figure things out, and he's gonna try and solve these problems creatively.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to him doing his best at that because his best is really entertaining.
It
it's
really is.
Very fun to watch.
Yeah.
So, guys, let's get into this.
Even really is just such a great opening.
Even the saunter as he kind of lumbers out of the bathroom and stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, no, he's not drunk. He's just confident,
And I've said this before, but I love the kind of cringy old school transitions,
Oh, the wipes and everything.
Yeah, the flat colored letters, going across the screen.
Let's burn rubber and die together like lovers. It's like he thinks he's James Bond in this little bit here.
Yeah.
But it's like we know him, and it's like no, he doesn't think of himself like that at all. He's just like, yeah. What the heck?
Okay, prediction. That car's gonna be wrecked by the time this episode's over.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You're an untouchable. Oh yeah, it's gonna be trash.
It might even be trash in the next 2 minutes. Yep. Could you move?
Oh, he probably doesn't realize yet that he's actually gotten hired.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Oh, who's this?
Oh my god. Wow.
Wait.
どこにあるんすか俺の部屋。ここよ、ここ。
Wait.
始業式には遅れないようにね。
完全に騙されたぜ。
Don't touch that.
Yeah.
おめえゲーム好きなの
I
か？
love how he Slav squats. You know, like
じゃあおめえこれやったことあるか？
これならもうクリアしちゃったよ。
there's an actual PlayStation symbol.
このゲームがクリアできなくて困っております。
あ
教えてください。
Stuck on a tough level or something.
いいけど。
He's like, that's
あ
fine.
りがとうございましたお姉か様。お名前は？
吉川のぼ。
理事長。あんな男。
Yeah, yeah. He's like, why? Why are we doing this?
理解できません。今からでも考え直してください。
新任の先生方の紹介原稿です。とにかく彼の採用は決まったことです。
そうか。
He's like, he gets that class.
なさる。やつはあのクラスを。
へえ、じゃあ学校に住むことになったんですか。
冬月先生もぜひ遊びに来てくださいね。いい気でいられるのも今のうちだぞ、冬塚英吉。
I like how his existence is going to be boiled down to like, will he survive?
Yeah.
No, he
鬼
won't.
塚英吉先生。鬼塚先生は中等部の社会科と3年4組を担任します。
おい、中ボール担当なの俺。
Dyed hair and pierced ears.
いいわけ。偽教師じゃない。
これをで言うなら証拠見せてやろうじゃねえか。これが教員免許だ。
He's everyone's favorite teacher now.
君はどこまで私に恥をかかせる気だね。教師なんだよ君は。大体教師としての自覚が足りないんだ。なんだその金髪は、ピアスは。
失敗は誰にでもあることですから。
なんすか？
聞いてなかったんですか？教頭先生のお話を。
先行の説教なんてどうせ似たようなもんでしょう。それより俺は高校教師になれなかったことの方がショックっすよ。
Yes, yes, we get it, Eikichi. Yeah, we get it.
厨房泣いてたよ。
Middle school kids can be terrifying, so I'm actually very worried for him.
になられた3年4組って何でも学園始まって以来の超問題クラスだとかいう噂があるみたいで。
In this school's
問題
history.
クラス？
Whoa.
問題って言ってもたかが中学生でしょ。こんなんとかこんなんとかせいぜいこんなもんで。
I love how he uses poses to explain their kind of delinquency.
そういう奴らにはそれなりのやり。
They're probably gonna psychologically destroy him. Like the glasses, the shades. Yeah.
先生、煙いんですけど。
あ、悪い悪い。
先生、吸い殻は灰皿にお願いします。
Yeah, this isn't the right class.
先
They're
生、
too nice.
出席を取ってください。
おお。
Are you sure? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Hmm.
大島。はい。
Wait. Oh no. What is this?
I mean, he's dealt with pictures before.
実はあのクラスの前の担任の
Oh,
先生のこと
okay.
が分かってい
Alright.
ます。名前は香原和美。
こりゃすっげえ美人じゃないっすか。どこにいるんすかね。
病院です。
Oh.
これが今の写真。精神的ストレスが原因。
Psychological stress. Yep, they're gonna psychologically destroy him.
鬼塚先生も気をつけてくださいね。
Nothing so direct as blackmail.
まさか俺が学校に住むことになるとはな。しかし何考えてんだかあの理事長。今の空耳。なんだ
Are
今
they
の。
just gonna make it so he can't sleep?
家は階段。3年4組の問題って実はあの教室に取り付いてる亡霊じゃねえのか。まさかあの理事長俺に妖怪ハンターの才能ありと見て雇ったんじゃ。
I love where his mind goes. Just randomly.
なめんじゃねえぞ。
He's got a cross. He's got garlic cloves and candles.
Well, the best part about that is that meant that he carries that string of garlic cloves with him
Everywhere he
everywhere.
goes. And he's got like script on paper and stuff.
退治しに来てやったるで、悪霊ども。
Is it like a panty sniffer like pervert?
An underwear thief. Deus volta.
脅かしやがって。さよならじゃねえよな。
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, buddy. No. Oh.
もう耐えられない。
Oh, yeah.
死んでやる。
バカ早まるな。飛び降り自殺はいいてんぞ。内臓とか脳みそとかビチャーっと飛び出しちゃうんだぞ。そこ動くな。
Yeah, just keep talking.
いいぞその調子だ。
Oh, this is so sweet. Yeah.
アイドルちゃん。
No.
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 おい無事か。どっか怪我してねえのか。
Yeah, are you okay?
Onizuka's okay because crazy anime powers.
Yeah.
And that probably terrified him so much he's like not even gonna think
あいつは
about
どこの
Yeah.
そいつなんだ。クラスのやつか。
言えないよ。
Oh, buddy, no.
それに女子にやられたなんてみんな
Oh,
知らない。
Oh.
女子だ。
ほら見ろ。先生
No, he's like, witch girl. I'll beat the crap out of her. Oh, what a good guy.
ああ結構いいうちじゃねえか。お前の部屋はどこだ。
あの3階の窓。閉まってるよ。
Silence. How?
Wow.
How?
お
Wow.
前の部屋がよ。おお、
Looks
すっげ
like-
えゲームの数だな。
Oh, yeah, he's a
これ
gamer.
全部お前のなの。
ゲームしかやることないから。何やってるの？
いや。その
He has him in his hood.
Yeah, yeah.
先生はなんで先生になろうと思ったの？
なんでだろ
And he hasn't even brought up the
う。
fact that he was about to
楽し
jump.
そうだから。
You
Well,
know.
that's good. He's bringing back into a positive place.
Right. He's just treating
being
him
like
like a
a
person.
friend.
だ
Yeah.
ってよ。エロ本持ってりゃ生徒から募集できるし、夏休みも冬休みもいっぱいあるしな。
He's so straightforward.
Yeah,
次第だって。
His window's still.
ちょっと工夫すりゃ秘密の抜け穴になっただろ。
先生、ありが
Oh.
とう。
Yeah.
いつでも来いよ。
To my secret base. Yeah.
特撮ヒーローのつもり？
正義の味方だよ。
Defender of justice.
俺が学校を面白くするからな。
Yes, because he's Great Teacher Onizuka.
Yeah.
Now, you know what would be horrible? Is if this whole thing was an act. I don't think there's any way it could be. Oh! Oh! Oh, right, because
And
he's
he
drunk.
hasn't left. Yeah.
Well, no, I
Yeah.
think he just realized it happened because he was drunk. Like, he didn't, like, he wasn't fully aware.
So I guess that's the
picture. Then they use, like, Photoshop or...
yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that was the girl bully. That was a great episode.
That was a fantastic episode.
That was so good.
Like, Onizuka has this character that you realize how much of it is the rule of cool, but also that like he's someone that cares. And we mentioned this in all the last ones, but like he just cares a lot. And,
but he cares in very unique ways. Like I love the fact that he never talked about like he just said, whoa, that your brains will splat all over.
It'll hurt a lot.
And then he just he saves him, right?
Well, he was scrambling to get over the fence.
Oh,
though.
yeah,
He was like,
and of course he ended up tripping, and they fell off anyways. But then like, never mentioned it. He's just like, you'll want to figure out some way to explain the window.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, but like, they had such an abrupt shift from comedy into that kind of really serious subject matter with a breath. Like, it was that quick. Because you think like, oh man, there's someone on the edge of this,
literally.
Yeah. All right, that was an amazing episode.
Wonderful.
It was so good.
It was so hilarious, but then it also had like the really sweet, like deep parts to it too.
Yeah.
Like, that was just.
Oh,
I love how he's like in his room. He helps him sneak into his room and stuff, and then he's just like, "Ooh, games," and he just immediately
like a
starts.
Second, he has like 20 that he's borrowing.
He's like, I can borrow these, right? I'll get them back to you at school. Like, whoa, that's clever.
What?
That's kind of like a way of saying, you'll be at school tomorrow, right?
Oh, whoa. That's genius.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Great Teacher Onizuka. Like, guys, there was so much comedy in this episode. So much, like, hilarious, just ridiculously funny stuff. And it started out with it, and it even ended with it. But the thing is that when they shifted things, like in the middle of his terrified, just like Ghostbuster, like wandering the school grounds at night craze, he ends up bumping into a very, very real, very very serious situation, and without even a breath of hesitation, he switches focus, and he's like, whoa. I know it's a really heavy thing to talk about and stuff, but like the fact that he went from the angle of just being like, whoa, like this is going to be really painful. It's gonna be something. He's trying to get him to like essentially
avoid the immediate danger, basically.
Right. To basically have him snap out of the initial fog that he's kind of drowned himself in. And the fact though that like this is a guy who we don't really know actually the exact detailed reason as to why he wants to be a teacher beyond kind of the things he talks about saying are the reasons.
Right. And
so it's a cool meta way for us to go, he wants to be a teacher, or he wants to be, we do know that he wants to be a better example of a teacher than the teachers that he had.
Yes.
That's the one thing we do know that I think is the most sincere reason.
Well, and then of course the very sincere desire to be surrounded by cute high school girls. But
yes, but specifically kind of situations like this where it's Yoshikawa has been kind of, falling off to the wayside of things with regards to his life. And he needs kind of a person to abruptly enter his life and save him.
Right.
And it's kind of just being a hero. And Onizuka's whole thing is like, I wish I had good teachers when I was, when I was your age, growing up and stuff.
When I was in high school
and
middle school and all that stuff.
It's something where you wonder if he fully realizes it himself when he's in these moments, because it doesn't even seem like it's a choice. It just seems like
it's just
this is the natural thing to do. This is the right thing, the best thing, the thing that I do. Like,
and like when I think about it, the real thing that he seems to bring to the table is the fact that he sees all the kids as equals.
Sure.
Right. Like he doesn't like even like the whole suicide thing is the great example of that. He treats them just like if they were like some best friend of his. He's like, whoa, let's get away. That's a scary place right now. You could die, right? And then he's just like, okay, cool. Do you have any video games? Blah blah blah. Oh, you do need to get back into your room without your parents noticing. Let's figure that out. Oh yeah, I'll just tape up the window and break it. Things like that. After Assassin's Creeding like up to the 3rd floor and all that goodness, but the fact that he's just like, oh yeah, I'll see if I can make school fun for you.
He said, I will make it interesting for you.
I will make it interesting for you.
He said it as a promise.
Yep.
And there was something in it where it's like you really wonder if he saw a little bit of himself in Yoshikawa.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I really wonder like if the whole thing about Onizuka is that he presents this very dramatic character, and that's the story creator's intentional design, so that when we end up finding out a little bit more about his backstory before he was a gangster, we find out maybe that he was a scared little kid.
Sure.
Who
everyone is kind of.
Maybe wasn't the delinquent in high school. Maybe he was a delinquent in high school for a portion of it, but like for the majority,
didn't start out that way.
Maybe he didn't start out that way. And what are the reasons that led to it beyond just maybe him saying that he wished he had better teachers? So like those kinds of things where you really start to ask some questions about his character, because it's that fascinating. So like the show is literally being carried into the stratospheres by how well done his character is, but also just like how much fun this show decides to have with itself. Like the whole bit with the candles and the garlic cloves and the cross and the freaking like scripts taped to his I have to admit, like some of that, like the stuff, like the script on his I don't know why that's there. I have to assume it's like some kind of like blessing against evil or something.
Well,
but
right. And then like the
talisman hanging with the beads. And
one of the things that I thought was really funny was how he responded when the 2 kids were getting it on, right?
Oh yeah.
Is that he's all like, oh no, whereas like most teachers would be like, you stop that, whereas he's like, oh, like he almost felt bad for interrupting them, like, sorry, no, you were having some fun, but not on school grounds, or not on my watch,
There's a new ghost in this school.
Yeah. I am the night. I am the shadows and the voices.
Batman.
Yeah, I am Batman.
Just the way in which we never really also figured out who or what was haunting him in the night and stuff. It could have been just the underwear thief banging around in the lockers and stuff. We don't know who painted the goodbye. Oh wait, no, we do. No, that Yoshikawa.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, goodbye. Oh, okay. I thought that was actually someone trying to scare him.
Right.
But I think that was his note,
sure,
essentially.
because Onizuka was the one person he had actually interacted with, Yeah. In a
right. When
way.
When he farted and everyone left the hallway like really quickly, he was the one kid that didn't move.
Well, yeah,
and it's kind of I don't care about any of this. Everyone's moving. Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. Very much the outsider kind of a thing.
Well, also like the like inert. Like he's already dying inside, so he's like, oh, what's the point of?
Yeah. What's that phrase? Many men live lives of quiet desperation,
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
quote
yes,
says men, but it's
but it's still
universally applicable.
Yeah. It's a good quote.
The
other teacher with his car. Yeah. Like, so you were right. You were totally right.
As soon as they show the the annoying teacher and all that stuff with that precious thing of his, it's like, okay. How is that going to be destroyed?
Right. And I was like, oh, they're going to do it even sooner. And then they almost did. They almost did. The truck came up and he almost broke his kneecaps.
Like his legs were trapped in between there. And then he's like, oh, pardon me, could you move?
Could you move? when he like
great.
gives his lines with like conviction. There's this part about his voice actor. Now I know that it is Knuckles' voice actor,
which is
fantastic.
amazing.
It makes perfect sense. You can hear it in the
like when he showed up into the classroom for the first time, and he's like smoking and stuff, and he's just like slams.
He's got the shades, and he's like sneering,
sticking out his jaw.
Yeah. It's the kind of thing where you really wonder, like, is he actually a genius with how he does all these things to try and rule an unruly mob?
Right.
Which is funny because if he came from a gangster background and stuff,
he's probably used
maybe
to
has
that.
some perspectives on that.
Oh,
and
sure.
How to garner respect instantly,
or at least fear.
Or at least fear. Hey,
but in this case, it's the perfect contrast because it's not an enemy that he can just face in the open, right?
Right.
Because if so, then
they're going to fight
great.
dirty.
They're going to fight dirty.
And
they're
in
going to
the
fight
shadows.
in the shadows. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So he has to steel himself.
Yep.
And go in
Always
for the
be
long
vigilant.
haul.
Yep. That's right.
Oh, man,
that's right. But oh man, this was a great episode.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the delivery of his lines, there are the lines where he delivers them and they're very overly dramatic, right? Sure. Those are fantastic.
Sure.
But then there's the lines where he delivers them in such a normal way that it just makes them incredible. Whether it's for the serious moments,
right?
Like with the kid about to kill himself.
Yeah.
Or with the other things where it's like the comedy of the can you move out of the way? Because like how do they make a character like Onizuka so
charming and funny and
charming and entertaining and just like
could you grab that? And he sees the pillow and then you see Onizuka with the pillow and you're like, oh my gosh, and he's like, no one touches this pillow but me. I'm like, immediately in my head I'm laughing because of the switch on the comedy, but also what does he do to that pillow?
Yeah. Well, and this is the other thing, like the whole idea of how he was constantly like, oh, I should have had the courage to like invite the girl over.
Yes,
like, on the school grounds,
like on the first night they would hang out or spend time with each other. He's just like, should be like,
and of
I've
course,
never done it. Please be gentle.
Picture friend, please be gentle.
Wow. The part though that made me lose it was as they panned up and showed all the things he was holding for his Ghostbuster hunt. I think I saw the cross first and the script, but then as they scroll up and they showed the garlic cloves and then they see his face and then there's the three candles. I was like, wow, like of all the just ridiculously funny things.
Because okay, here's the thing: in anime, a lot of the time they'll do stuff where the characters will get really into the ghosts and all that stuff.
Yes.
And a lot of times it can be kind of jarring because it's like, okay, come on, people wouldn't really like get that terrified.
Right? Are people that superstitious?
Right. But the fact that they do it to such an extreme for Onizuka, it makes him own it because it's the idea that yes, it's weird and he's a weird fellow. Right. But also the idea that that's immediately where his mind goes to because it was a leap. Like, it's not something where it's like people are saying, oh, this place is apparently haunted, and then people buy into it. It's I'm waking up at night, this place is haunted. Like, I was hired here as a Ghostbuster. Like...
We do get to hear a little bit of his logic train and his internal monologue. Like it goes off the beaten path, like fast.
And he's prepared for this.
Oh yes, like that's the thing. That stuff wasn't in the school. Like he pulls on pulls out the
goggles.
kit, like opens it with the night vision goggles. That's the thing, though. Unfortunately, where I think that wasn't bought particularly for ghost busting, if you know what I mean. Like Mr. Great Perv Onizuka was originally using those for some I Spy with my little green
well, and
filtered
the fact that
eyes.
he didn't say anything for a long time, the only reason that he ended up basically throwing him in the pool was because he made some noise, and then they were like, what? Who's there? And then he's like, oh yeah, that's right. He's like, I'm just a teacher. I'm a teacher, yes.
It's awkward, it's funny, and it's too real because imagine if a teacher a while ago, so not in any of the modern schools these days and stuff, but
was just a horny 22-year-old
and they're going around and they have to basically keep kids from you know, being kids
right
in school and stuff, and
saving
they're like,
the human race and all that. Yeah,
yes.
that noble quest.
And he finds someone stealing underwear from girls' lockers. He's just like, how could you? Goes and tosses him through a window. Yeah, that guy lived,
right,
you know?
it's one of those things where, again, because it's an anime, they can do these things and have it just work. Whereas, like, in any kind of live-action show, totally would not work.
No.
You know, even the very idea of Onizuka as a character, in real life, no. You know, like as much of a bro as he is, you know.
Yeah, probably not. But I think that the over-the-top nature of it,
just
combined with just how much he seems to get invested in whatever he's doing, in not just the serious ways, but also the not-so-serious ways, I think is one that makes his main character shtick just one of the best. Like, I'm instantly in love with his character, and I just want more screen time of him doing anything and everything.
We've got 40 more episodes of this. 40
that sounds wonderful.
more episodes.
That sounds wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, this is really fun. It's a very, very good episode. And Great Teacher Onizuka has had nothing but like excellent episodes all the way so far. So looking forward to more. And if you want to see more, specifically the next episode's reaction, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. It comes with full-length reactions there. And any kind of support gives you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us about stories or whatever. Just shoot the breeze, yeah. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.